Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lives here in the Archdiocese of Brisbane that Blind Eye Ministries are helping. Rob, can you tell us a little bit about Blind Eye?
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. We've been running a drop-in centre for the last 3 years. Last month we celebrated 3 years in South Brisbane. The Lord called us deep. Yeah, thank you. The Lord called us a number of years ago, the Lord called us to step out and extend the borders of our tent within the Emmanuel community. And the Emmanuel community backed a vision that wanted to respond to Matthew 25:40, to feed the hungry, clothe the naked, to be not just the hands and feet, but the mouthpiece of Jesus for the most vulnerable and the deepest, darkest parts of our society, with a call to the poor, to be church for the poor. So that's what Blind Eye Ministries has been doing for the last 3 years and before that too.
Robbie, can you tell us just maybe a story about a particular person that's transformed you, like something that you've perhaps learned from somebody that you've worked with through Blind Eye that you've gone, wow, man, like you are the face of Jesus that I've learned from?
Yeah, look, thanks, Ron. There wouldn't be a day that goes by we don't encounter Christ. We encounter him in the most putrid wounds of our society. Every day walking into our space and Eddie Murray, who I do want to give a shout out to wherever he is. Eddie, stand up, man. Where's Eddie Murray? Eddie Murray's an absolute champion. He's wearing a blue shirt tonight. Eddie would agree with me that every day Jesus walks into our centre. The face of Christ is revealed to us in kindness and welcome and hospitality, but also in the pain, in the addiction, in the crime. We experience Christ face to face, in the brokenness and the fracture of family. There's so many. I want to quote Michelle Wilmer, who's an absolute warrior in our ministry. I want to quote something that happened to her recently, and this really changed all of us. A lady who walked into our centre who was a drug addict, and she's lost all her children to the Department of Child Safety. She'd grown up in domestic violence and all that sort of thing. And she said to us, Michelle, when I come in here, it makes us want to be good. And I thought that was profound. There's no exciting words or profound words in the midst of that. But what that meant for the summary of her life and her story, to say that in that moment, that heavily impacted us. So that was just a couple of months ago. So on the back of Michelle's experience, that probably changed me too. So yeah.
Amen. What an awesome story. When you all walked in the doors tonight, you received one of these great magnets. And on this magnet is a name. That is a name. Every single one of you has a different name written on that.
There's a couple of double ups, but mostly individual names, yeah.
And that is people that Blind Eye Ministries has ministered to. Robbie, could you tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind this and what we can do with this magnet?
For sure. Look, your financial giving is absolutely essential, but greater than that tonight, greater than your finances, is the ability to pray. What happens in this conference, and I see it every year for the last 10 years and beyond, lives are changed. And prayer becomes a part of it and becomes central to one's life. And we want to extend tonight, greater than your money, we want you to join us in prayer, praying for someone who has walked in our doors in some sort of state of vulnerability, with some sort of need, some sort of addiction, maybe just released from prison. You have the name of somebody on that magnet, handwritten by one of our team, one of the band backstage, working frantically. But you have a name, not just a generic name, not just a made-up name, but a person who has walked in with need. And we're asking you to pray for that person. Put it on your fridge and never ever let it go until you sell the fridge and then keep it on the next fridge. But pray for that person, pray for transformation, because we want our society and our nation to change. We want addiction, we want all those things, crime, we want all those things to change. That will change through prayer, we believe strongly. Will you join us tonight in that prayer of mission by taking seriously that magnet and putting that magnet on the fridge at home or somewhere of significance and joining us every day, and you see that and going, I pray for Nathan, just up here in the video, whoever it may be. Thank you so much.
Amen, amen. Robbie Curtis, folks. So just while Robbie and Emmanuel Worship set themselves up, they're going to lead us through a song, as we're going to do two things right now. In order to respond to help these names, these faces, these true people that Jesus is ministering to through the work of Blind